So in the lead up to this episode, I went about preparing for the boss encounter at the end of the quest. To this end, I got a Slayer task, attempted to buy runes, and immediately made a mistake. Turns out, I don't need air runes at all. So with no money to my name and a pile of near worthless runes, I got to killing frogs in Lumbridge Swamp. The next task after that was for spiders, and corpse spiders in the Lumbridge catacombs count, so I made my first journey beneath Lumbridge since the first episode. A new passage has opened up from the entrance down to the quest finale, where the altar vanished, revealing the lower levels. Here, there are 10 different monsters, each with their own rooms and 6 statuettes. These idols can be picked up, prompting a fight, and then given to Xenia for cash. Among other more standard drops from the monsters are the pieces of Dragoth Nirn's mask. This mask has stats similar to an iron helmet. I will get this, but it will outlive its usefulness quite quickly. Out of the catacombs, I handed over one of my statuettes to Xenia. You found one of Dragoth Nirn's statuettes. Will you sell it to me? Why do you want the statuettes? They don't have magical power or anything like that. It's just, you'll probably think this is silly. Meeting Dragoth Nirn all those years ago was my first real adventure. That was when I changed from a curious kid to an adventurer. I'd just like to have something to remember it. I've got souvenirs of a lot of my later adventures, but I never got a souvenir from the very first. Those statuettes would be perfect. I'll sell you the statuette. And Xenia gives you 100 coins for the jade statuette. Thank you, adventurer. My next task was for rats, and I took the opportunity to kit myself out with some new magic gear. With this, I was able to equip myself well against the warped rats. At one point, I got a task for goblins, and tried fighting the scoblins in the catacombs. Unfortunately, I barely managed to survive against one, so I refilled my food stocks and finished the task against normal goblins. Later on another goblin task, I tried out the scoblins again, this time with water spells to match their weakness, and managed to do quite well. I even got myself a small gear upgrade in the form of a holy symbol. My final Slayer task was for cave slimes. Learning from the wiki that the sword shop in Varrock had a free candle, I made my way to the northern city and swiped it. The Lumbridge Swamp Caves present a bit of an issue for me this early on in the account. Unwilling to pay the 650 GP for a spiny helmet, I am in danger of the wall beasts taking away a quarter of my hit points before I even begin. The caves are also home to flammable gas, and walking into the wrong chamber could prove lethal. I soon found out that even getting to the cave slimes didn't help, as my full bronze gear was no match, and I quickly experienced the first death on the account. Greetings. Am I dead? Yes, I am afraid that you are. Fortunately for you, it is not your time yet. Wait, I'm not dead? You can go back now. When you leave here, you'll return to the town. Use the hourglass behind you, and return to the world of the living. I just want to ask you about... Go! Seeking to avoid a repeat of that, I mined and smithed until I could create a set of iron armor and weapons. To match it, I decided to buy some new magic gear to go with my iron armor. As my last piece of preparation, I decided to complete the Lumbridge beginner achievements to get the Explorer Ring. While it's nowhere near as good as the reward from Broken Home, it's better than nothing. With melee stats at 10 and magic in the 20s, I felt like I was ready for a Soul's Bane. On the way back from the Golovus Manor to Varrock, we come across an old woman hunched over a strange rift. Hi there. Hello. What's this big hole in the ground all about? Oh, I wish I knew for sure. All I do know is that it opened seemingly by itself a few months ago. It was first discovered by the students over at the Varrock dig site, a few of which have gone down there but never returned. They told me about it straight away. So why is it important to you? A few reasons, but I think the situation is beyond help now. What situation? Maybe I can help. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm waiting to see my son Tolna. Don't suppose you've seen him? Your son Tolna? I don't know. What does he look like? I don't really know. You don't know what your own son looks like? No. You see, I haven't seen him for 25 years now. He just ran away one day and never returned. I'm hoping he's down this rift, as I know he headed in this direction. My husband went to look, but he hasn't returned for days. Would you like me to go down to look for your husband and son? You would do that? Oh, thank you so much. Don't worry, I'll investigate. Thank you. You can use the rope that's attached to the edge to get into the rift. No problem. Be careful. And down into the rift we go. Why should I, Tolna, be trapped in such a wretched place? It's not fair. Feel my anger. Achievement complete. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. On the first level of the Tolna dungeon, we are met with many high-level creatures, all of which are quite angry with us. To our immediate west is a weapon rack, and these hold weapons that kill specific animals. We're going to start off at the top with the sword. Wield Anger Sword. It does a fair bit less damage than our Iron Scimitar. However, it is what we must use. It is simply a heavy-duty sword, and it matches up with the Angry Unicorn. With the unicorn dead, we place the sword back in its rack, and we take the spear. The spear correlates with the angry bear, and instantly kill it, earning us an attack and strength level, which I was not expecting at all. We don't get anything for that, but it's nice to see. With the bear dead, we go back to the weapons rack and take the maul. Looks a bit different from the mauls that I'm used to, but I guess it works. The maul correlates with the angry rat, which you can see actually has several arrows pointing out of it. With the rat dead, we then now go for the battle axe. And this correlates with the final of the four creatures, the goblin. Now we complete getting our rage level up to max using the rest of the animals in the room. Wow, how did I do that? There's something truly mental about this place. Where are you going? I can't live with your rules anymore, Mother. I'm tired of working hard for very little money. There's great wealth that's mine for the taking. But why? We're surviving perfectly fine with what we're earning. I'm tired of your pathetic outlook. Goodbye. Tolna? Tolna! With the cutscene over, we enter the exit and proceed to the room of fear. It's so quiet and dark. I fear I may never escape this horrid place. Mom, Dad, help me. No light sources, so why can I still see down here? This can't just be a simple dungeon. This room is full of several dark holes, each of which has a chance to include a Fear Reaper. We must find 5 of them in order to pass. Noticing that the Reaper is weak to magic, quickly swap over to our other gear set. I don't like looking in these holes, but I must. I don't feel quite so afraid now. These holes aren't so spooky. Oh, a very nice combat level. This isn't so scary after all. Phew, I don't feel so scared now. This feels like the figment of someone's imagination. After a very scuffed and frustrating level, complete with some rather oddly placed and oddly upgraded animations, as well as one of the many crashes I have to deal with, because I guess Jagex doesn't know how to optimize for AMD graphics cards. We finally defeat all of the Fear Reapers and make our way down into the darkest hole. Where am I? How long have I been here? Am I still the person I once was? Oh, why am I so confused? We decide to escape temporarily in order to make use of the bank and restore our prayer. Feeling ready to finish the quest, we now enter into the Room of Confusion. This room is full of 5 confusion beasts and 6 confusing doors. Simply put, one of the 5 confusion beasts are real, and we can actually do damage to it. Once killed, one of the 6 confusing doors disappears. We then enter the last confusing door to trigger a cutscene. This one doesn't take any damage. Does this creature really exist? That monster wasn't even real. Here we have found a confusion beast that actually takes damage. The other monsters were just hallucinations, as was the northwest confusing door. And now we repeat another 4 times. Aha, the exit is now clear. This Tona's mind is really a mess. Leave me. But I don't want to. How could you say that? I've done nothing wrong. Ugh! With the final confusion beast defeated, we now just have one door left to choose from. What's the point? No one will ever help me. I'm not worth anything. Will anyone ever help combat my hopelessness? The Room of Hopelessness is filled with 5 hopeless creatures. After killing one, it gets smaller, and we must fight it again. After dying a second time, it gets smaller, and we have to fight it a third time. Only then does the hopeless creature die once and for all. Is there any end to killing these monsters? This process must be repeated for all of the other creatures as well. A bridge of hope. Tolna should feel that help is at hand by now. And indeed, a bright, crystalline bridge has appeared across the rift at the center of the room. We can now cross it and go down to the final level. Not wishing to tempt fate, however, I only have 7 eggs and tomatoes left. I must make another trip to Varrock. Withdrawing the 3 tunas I obtained during my grind earlier, and 5 herring that I could cook, I think I am now ready for the final boss, and to face Tolna himself. Son, is that you? Please speak to me, Tolna. Why should I speak to you? Besides, I'm no longer the boy you once knew. What do you mean? You'll always be my son. No, something evil in this dungeon has morphed my body and mind. There must be a way. Don't give up so easily. Don't give up? You had your chance to help me. 25 years it's taken you. Sorry, but your mother and I tried so hard to find you. Lies. Ah, we have a visitor. Your father isn't lying. Ha! If that's the way you think, then you shall both die. The Tolna heads seem to be attacking me with ranged, which is actually very bad news for me. Ranged is the direct counter of magic in the combat triangle. With all of my food gone, and only one of the heads dead, I can only hope that the reduced DPS against me means that I could finish off this boss fight without having to flee. No, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to work. Defeated, but not broken, I decide to re-examine my strategy. I realized that I must bring in more food than I had previously. I also accept that, as nice as they are, and I do enjoy the lore added to the game via the Avernic book, they have simply outlived their usefulness. And so I decide to spend what little money I have on upgrading to some tier 20 magical weapons. I just noticed this. At level 25 cooking, I unlocked stew, which actually heals me more than the egg and tomato. 460 from that, 625 from this stew. I just need potatoes and meat. Well, I think that's our new healing source. So I spend some time picking some potatoes. This is just the farm northeast of Lumbridge on the way to Varrock. Did you know this has an hourly profit, according to the wiki, of 675,000 GP? What the fuck is the RS3 economy? With some new weapons, an inventory full of stew, and even a use for those air runes I bought, I think we're ready to take on Tolna. And I am feeling much more confident this time than I was previously. One Tolna head down, we've not even had any stew yet. Oh, and I've not even turned my prayer out. What is their examine test? Is that really Tolna? Oh, yeah, I think it is. Okay. Okay. Don't need that right now. Why, hello there, Tolna. Let's turn off our prayers. Tolna? Sorry, what happened? You've been trapped down here for years. I've come to rescue you on behalf of your parents. Oh yeah, I was looking for the legacy of a civilization that used to live down here. Son! Father? Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me? Don't worry. I'm just glad you're back to yourself. Are you okay? I'm fine. My memories are slowly returning. How's Mother? She misses you dearly. Where is she? She's up at the surface waiting for you. Thank you, Traveler. I'm glad my wife and I never gave up hope. We should return to her and tell her the good news. Thank you so much. I truly owe you for your help. I'm just glad I could help. Alright. We've actually managed to defeat the Tolna boss. Let's speak with him to finish up this quest. Hello, Tolna. Hi. Thanks again for saving me. I'm so glad to be out of that horrible place. I was foolish to ignore my parents' warnings when I ran away that day. Luckily, I've been able to patch things up with them, so they've returned home with peace of mind. What exactly happened to you down there? I managed to find the remnants of the ancient civilization that the stories talked about. It seems people used to worship a god there years ago in numbers far greater than a simple cult following. Sadly, there's little remaining, so I have nothing else to tell. As soon as I entered this area, the ground swallowed me whole. I felt there was something watching, waiting. It's like there is an evil power under the ground that wanted me to suffer. As if it got some sort of empowerment from it. At least whatever it is, it doesn't want to reveal itself to the world yet. At least we have a warning. Did you manage to retrieve anything? Not really. Just a few coins, which you're welcome to have. Thanks. So what else are you going to do now? I've decided to keep open the rift. There is a part of it that is perfectly laid out for combat training, and remnants of my subconscious remain down there. I want to show people the problems I face, so that they may learn from them. You're welcome to go down there and practice fighting anytime. Thanks. And there we go. A Soul's Bane finally completed. This took a lot longer than I was expecting, and even I thought it was going to be tough. We get 1 quest point, 2 XP lamps, 1 for 500 Constitution XP and 1 for 500 Defense XP, 500 coins, which does not nearly make up how much money I've spent towards this, and some Anger Weapon cosmetic overrides. We also get access to Tolna's Rift for combat training, which, well, first off, let's just, do this. Oh, wonderful. Defense level. If we just, go down here. Right, so we have 4 different rooms inspired from the 4 different rooms during the quest, but it's not very good. I doubt I'll ever come down here. You don't get any drops from them. I think the only drop you can get is from the Anger Rats, and it's only bones. So I might as well just train on literally anything else. With that done, though, I think we deserve to move on. I thank everyone for watching this episode. I put a lot more work into this one in the training than I have any of the other episodes, and I feel like our account is now in a pretty good spot, all things considered. We are now level 30 combat, and I think we're ready to get started with a new quest next time. One that we won't be completing immediately, but we'll be slowly chipping away at over time. In addition, I've heard rumors that the King of Iraq needs help with something. Something about a priest. If that interests you, join me in the next episode. Be sure to like and subscribe. Please leave a comment with any sort of criticism or questions you might have about the series or this very episode. And I will see you all then.